This video will deal with the origin of the chicken. No, we're not about to ask what came first, the chicken or the egg. Instead, we're going to ask which wild bird was first domesticated to create our modern chickens. An article from the University of Wisconsin-Madison describes the origin of the chicken in this way. Most scientists agree that the Southeast Asian red junglefowl, Gallus gallus, is the primary wild ancestor of chickens. However, because DNA studies show that the red junglefowl lacks the gene for yellow skin and shanks, it is believed that at some point hybridization with the gray junglefowl, Gallus sonaratii, of India has occurred. The body structure of the Indian game bird, Cornish, and the Brahmas of China gives physical evidence of gray junglefowl influence. The tail carriage of the breed Sumatra indicates genetic contributions of the Sri Lanka junglefowl, Gallus lafayette. No doubt the green junglefowl, Gallus varius, has also contributed to modern chickens. End quote. That's all a bit complicated, isn't it? Even scientists are still figuring out just how all of these different breeds of junglefowl interacted to create today's modern chicken breeds. For the sake of simplicity, today we're going to be talking about the red junglefowl. It is estimated that red junglefowl, which live in South Asia, were domesticated at least 4,000 years ago. They were, of course, bred for meat and eggs, but interestingly, the spread of these chickens can be attributed largely to the sport of cockfighting. Please note that Ehrenholz Farms does not approve of such sports. As I stated earlier, the red junglefowl lives throughout South and Southeast Asia. It has also been introduced into a variety of other areas, and often interbreeds with feral and domestic chickens, although there still are some pure specimens around. The red junglefowl has many similarities with today's domestic chickens, particularly the older breeds of chickens. For example, when it comes to group behavior, there is a definite pecking order within the flock, one pecking order for the females and one for the males. Of course, the female and males look very similar to domestic chickens, with the females having a more toned down brown color to them. They are much smaller than the males. The males, of course, are larger with brightly colored feathers, and they do have the distinctive cock-a-doodle-doo, although it's somewhat cut off at the end, maybe not quite as loud as modern roosters give. As far as differences go, the males are generally more brightly colored than their domesticated counterparts, but overall both males and females are smaller than domestic chickens. Of course, we all know that domestic chickens bred for meat do tend to be larger than they naturally would be had they not been bred for that particular trait. An article on the Thai National Park's webpage describes the habitat of red junglefowl in this way. Red junglefowl prefer disturbed habitats and edges, both natural and human-created. Apparently, the forage and thick cover in these sorts of areas are attractive to junglefowl, especially nesting females. Junglefowl use logged and regenerated forests and often are found near human settlement and areas regenerating from slash and burn cultivation. Areas burned to promote bamboo growth also attract junglefowl because bamboo seeds are more available. In some areas, red junglefowl are absent from silvicultural and rubber plantations, but elsewhere they occur in both tea and palm oil plantations. In Selangor Province, Malaysia, palm foliage provides suitable cover and palm oil fruit provides adequate food. The palms also offer an array of roost sites from the low perches, approximately 4 meters, favored by females with chicks, to the higher perches up to 12 meters used by other adults. End quote. In terms of diet, red junglepowls are once again very similar to their domesticated cousins. Like modern chickens, red junglefowl are both herbivores and insectivores. As herbivores, they eat ripe fruit and many types of seeds. They will also eat leaves, roots, and tubers. As insectivores, red junglefowl will catch a variety of insects, arthropods, other invertebrates, and they will even eat small vertebrates such as lizards. They might even eat the feces of some mammals. They are very opportunistic, which makes them very beneficial for humans because they're easy to take care of and really don't compete with us for resources. The traits we've discussed do make the red junglefowl sound like something that would be beneficial to domesticate. It gives both eggs and meat. It's easy to care for and will live in other agricultural systems very easily without stealing resources. If it were up to you, would you domesticate the red junglefowl?